Good evening. The news summary for this Tuesday, 31st January. The trial for the murder of Shirley Tinanista reached a deadlock yesterday after lawyer Clifford Andre objected to the statement of his client be accepted. This accused, Lucille Labiche, said the police had made him speak out of fear. There's now a voir dire or trial within a trial where the judge must decide whether some of the testimonies should be accepted in this case or whether the accused is competent to give evidence. The testimony in question concerns one of the statements of the first accused, Lucille Labiche. The latter made 6 statements in total, and lawyer Clifford Andre, his counsel, explains that at least the last of the statements was obtained by making him believe that he would lose his wife and custody of his children if he did not confess to being the perpetrator of the crime, all that in the absence of a lawyer. The new UN resident coordinator for the Seychelles, Lisa Singh, has presented his credentials to President Wivera Ramkalawan at State House this morning. Ms. Singh said the United Nations will continue to support Seychelles in attaining the 17 Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. Ms. Singh also met with Vice President Ahmed Afif. She also added that the United Nations is working on a new index to assist small island developing states with financing.
The country is a high-income country. So by default, a lot of the classic financing that you would get, such as concessional financing, is not available. So we have been focusing as a UN to support SIDS countries to design the MVI, which is the Multi-Dimensional Vulnerability Index, which tailors in the SIDS country to ensure that the high-risk profile of these countries are taken into account so that the financing part is not just linked to the GDP, but also the vulnerability. Because let's remember that many of the SIDS are not very poor countries. Many of the SIDS are middle-income countries, and in the case of Seychelles, high-income countries. We realize making economic progress should not result in penalizing these same countries.
The Seychelles Interfaith Council Executive Committee met with President Wivera Ramkalawan at State House this morning. During the meeting, CIFCO shared the theme under which their activities will be held for this year. The theme chosen is Promote Peace and Unity. CIFCO also shared their plans to build a center, which its chairman, Archdeacon Daniel Elizabeth, said will make it easier for CIFCO to help the society. CIFCO's calendar of activities will start tomorrow, the 1st of February, with the celebration of Harmony Week. The Health Minister, Peggy Vidot, has officially opened an expert group meeting at the Berjaya Beauvallon Bay Hotel with the aim of developing a reference manual on substandard and falsified medicines and health products. The 5-day meeting is looking at a number of international legal experts, of some coming from the African continent, to discuss the formulation of the reference manual in a bid to support the fight against the organized crime related to production and trafficking of substandard and falsified medicines and health products, and to achieve better public health outcomes, primarily in 11 countries in Eastern and Central Africa.
We all know that our health systems face many challenges, ranging from inadequate resources and weak infrastructure to the threats of endemic and emerging diseases and epidemics. And sustainable and equitable access to essential medicine and medical products is a cornerstone of all our health systems. Vaccines and medicine, we know, save lives, reduce suffering, and help to stop epidemics and pandemics. We therefore need them to be safe, need them to be of acceptable standard. The use of substandard or falsified medicine by unsuspected patients is likely to cause serious adverse reactions, toxicity, therapeutic failure, and sadly may lead to death.
Airtel Seychelles is celebrating its 25 years of existence, which its managing director has hailed as a great success. Amadou Dina has taken the opportunity to thank its clients, workers, and partners for their support, including the various media houses in the country with whom he met this morning. As part of activities to commemorate the occasion, Airtel has also launched its logo that will be used for the one-year celebration.
90,000 people, 2 submarine cable. Soon you will have also Airtel coming in with our OneWeb satellite. And if the third one comes in, for 98,000 people, there's no other country in the world will have such connectivity. Even one submarine cable, we cannot even use certain amount of capacity. To have 2, to have 3, to have a satellite. So the objective of bringing the satellite OneWeb is to cover those out island, to facilitate the maritime security, to facilitate the airspace travelers. And this, Airtel is the one, alongside with other partners, we want to bring it to the Seychelles. And Seychelles will be hosting the landing station of that OneWeb satellite. So imagine, Tier 3 data center connected to 2 submarine cable in the Seychelles, having one landing station for the OneWeb, which is one of the lowest orbit satellite covered.
That's the end of this news summary. Join me at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening.